Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Dr. Quack podcast. I have a special guest today. He is one of the young up-and-comers here in professional wrestling. I'd like to bring on Max Justice.
Max Justice!
All right. You know, this guy here, I got to see down here at Stranglehold Championship Wrestling Call to Arms. You know, if I wanted to ask you, I was curious because, you know, a lot of people have been talking about you. You know, I have some questions as well. What made you get into the business?
Well, I mean, growing up, I always grew up around it, watching it. I used to go to some shows that were local. I mean, I've always loved it.
Yeah?
I'm a huge fan.
Yeah, it was definitely, I mean, that's what kind of got me too. I mean, I got growing up around it as well, watching pro wrestling, something I really enjoyed. Who's your favorite wrestler growing up?
My favorite wrestler probably has to be Justin Roberts. He was definitely a huge people person. He always got everyone pumped up.
So you got to meet him?
Yes, I've met him on several occasions. Huge fan. I mean, just shaking his hand for the first time was huge to me. I mean, it was everything. And he's always, whether he's in the ring or he's running around in the crowd, just pumping people up. I mean, he was a great guy.
Yeah, I mean, I remember hearing about him. I don't know much about him, but I've heard the name. You know, definitely. So let's get down to the nitty gritty here. I'm kind of curious. We were at Stranglehold Championship Wrestling's Call to Arms. You know, walk me through what was that like the moment you walked through the doors?
Well, I mean, I was with some amazing people. I mean, I had Tony Atlas in my corner. He was a huge icon.
What was that like meeting him for the first time?
Lord, I can't find words to express it. I felt like a little kid. I mean, I really did. I felt like that 6-year-old kid, just, you know, everything in the world was right. I mean, it was huge. And then being in the ring with Drew Mosley, Micah, Bo, I mean, we had each other's backs. I mean, just...
Yeah, that was a really incredible match. I mean, when you were backstage, I mean, and you got to talk to these guys, how did that go for you?
They were actually really kind and, like, asking me, like, kind of the similar questions, like, what got me into it, how far I think I want to go, just...
So how far do you think you want to go?
Well, I want to be in this for a long time.
Yeah?
I'm going to be here as long as I can be. I mean, just being in the ring, I heard the crowd cheering my name, cheering everybody's names, just, you know, getting pumped up. That was...
I mean, I saw a lot of flags flying around during the show.
Definitely.
You know, when you came out, it seemed like a lot of the younger generation was definitely, they were behind you, a lot of the kids.
Yeah, a lot of little kids came up to me afterwards, like asking for pictures or asking me to sign their flags. It was an amazing feeling. It really was.
Yeah, and then you ended up going into the 51-man Epic Rumble.
Yeah.
How was that for you?
That was a whole new world. I mean, there was just so much going on at once. It was all sorts of interesting, honestly. I mean,
yeah, it's just bodies everywhere. I mean, I was not in there very long. You know, in fact, I was the first one eliminated.
Yeah, you and Karaoke got into it.
Yes, we did, because I'm telling you, there's a lot of heat between us. You know, and me and Kid, we're going to have our feud one day. I'm telling you, we're going to have another match here. I'm going to have to show the Kid exactly what it's all about. But you in there, I mean, you looked, you know, incredible. Yeah, you took a lot of a beating.
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing that everyone noticed about me was it doesn't matter how much damage you feel like doing to me. If it's going to knock me down, it's going to knock me down. But eventually I'm going to get right back up.
You got a fighter spirit. You really do. I mean, it was great watching you out there. You know, one final question. if you had any advice for anybody who's watching this, anybody who wants to enter the wrestling business, what would you give them?
The best advice I can give is always be open to advice. I was meeting some amazing legends. I met Tony Atlas. I met Cowboy Bob Dylan.
Bob Orton.
Sorry.
It's okay. Look, he's a little nervous. Let me tell you, this kid here, though, he's got a lot of heart.
First interview.
His first interview on the Dr. Quack podcast.
It's great to be here.
Yeah, Cowboy Bob, one of my favorites.
Always be open to advice. I got some great advice from the legends. I mean, I got great advice from other wrestlers, and it helps. It really does.
Yeah. Well, there you go, folks. I'm telling you, if you get a chance, keep an eye out for this kid. This kid here, he's going to be going places. I'm telling you, I can really see it. He is definitely a talented individual. But thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in for the Dr. Quack podcast. Click like, subscribe, share this. I'm telling you, get this kid's name out there because he's talent. He's definitely somebody you're going to want to see. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good night.